first game and your first win. How does it feel?
It feels great. I just love to see the way that we competed and the way that we were together. Through the game, we weren't satisfied and just continued to push. So that was awesome. It was exciting to be a part of.
Is that the game ball from the game?
It is, yeah. Might have some water on it.
Were you, coaches always talk about it before their first game, they get really nervous and everything like that. Were you worried about it going a different way or anything like that?
I mean, I knew we had a good group with a lot of experience, but obviously this being the first game and not really having film on our opponent either, the last couple of days I was just telling LeBron, I was like in my head, like, what have we not covered? What do we need to go over? Like, I'm not comfortable. But I think it's natural as a coach to just kind of like try to run through all those things. But I did have belief in our group, that we would come out and like rise to the occasion. They've been looking forward to finally playing against somebody else. So, it was exciting to see them put all the work that we've done in training camp into practice in a game.
What were you most impressed with the group of guys today?
I think just the way that we played for each other. There wasn't anybody out there that was ever hanging their head off of a missed shot, like hunting something that was outside of the system. It was just 5 guys on the floor executing the things that we've preached all training camp. To see that, work and come together, and for them to have success doing that, that's what gives you fulfillment as a coach, I think.
And what's your message for tomorrow? In G League, obviously, you play the same team the next night, most nights.
Yeah.
What's your message to keep these guys motivated after beating the team by, this many points tonight?
One game doesn't mean anything, right? Great job, you guys won. We play them again tomorrow. Like, it's not going to be that easy tomorrow. They're going to come back with an edge. They're going to come back making adjustments. So, there can't be any satisfaction, and we can't think that we've accomplished anything. We won one game, and that's all it is. So, again, great job on winning that game, but there's more work to do.
You kind of brought up the system on your own. What kind of trickles down from the Cavs that you guys try to implement down here when you're developing these guys?
Yeah, I think, obviously the pace that they're playing, a lot of the principles that they're playing with offensively, I think that's stuff that we want to emulate as well, because I think we have the guys that can do it. And then, I think defensively, I think they've switched some more this year. That's something with our team. We have a ton of guys that are long and have size. So, we switched a ton tonight and just trying to, protect the paint, force our shot profile. And then the one thing I thought we could have done a better job was defensive rebounding. But, the Cavs system, obviously you see how it looks for them, and it's been amazing to watch so far. It's been easy to kind of sell those guys on buying into that system.
What did you see from the two-way guys just in their first action with the team today?
Yeah, I mean, they're both such a huge part of what we do. I think it was great for them to get some game action and kind of, just feel that rhythm of the game again. But I think they both can just do so much on both sides of the floor, again, with the switching, the rebounding, obviously with Luke's playmaking and ability to get to the paint at his size with vision, and then JT, being able to attack these more traditional bigs with his athleticism and skill set, his ability to protect the rim. They do so much for us, and I just commend those guys because it's never about them. They're just trying to fit in with the group and help us win games and get better.
Luke was pushing off of a lot of the defensive rebounds that he had. Why is it so important for him to do that?
Well, I think, again, he's such a great passer. He has size. He can see over the defense. So if he can get it and start the break, now the defense is cross-matched in transition, and he's a good decision maker as well. So whether it's the throw ahead to the rim or the patience to come into a pick and roll and now read the floor, it just gives you somebody that, there's no hesitation in, let's get the ball to the point guard, let's get our offense set, but now the defense gets to get set as well. It gives us a chance to find mismatches and, broken coverages in transition, and he does a great job of exploiting those.
He said when he was in here that he sometimes surprises people with his athleticism. Has he surprised you at all?
I mean, obviously I've seen him for a couple of years at Summer League, so maybe the first time I saw him, because he kind of, when he's just living his regular life, he's kind of just, walking around, very chill, laid-back guy. But when he turns it on, he's got a burst. And, he's, I think, stronger than, maybe some people think just looking at him. And he's not afraid. He's obviously played at a high level for a long time. So I think he's sure of himself out there, which obviously goes a long way as well.
So Elijah had 22 points and was really on from beyond New York. What did you see from him today?
Yeah, that's how he's been playing all camp, and it's been awesome to watch. We've told him that's kind of a role that we're looking for on this team. Obviously, Amani's, recovering right now, but somebody that can come off of screens, create gravity behind the three-point line, and then when you start creating those closeouts, now can you catch and go? Can you attack downhill and get to the paint? And with his size and his shooting ability, like, he's able to do both of those things at a high level. And obviously he's got a ton of experience, obviously in the NBA and G League as well. So, you know, we're very fortunate to have him as a part of this group, and, you know, we love the way he's playing right now.
So this was Chandler's first game in 2 years. What did you see from him on the court today?
I love how much energy he plays with. You know, it's whatever, he was 2 for 7, but he's one of our best communicators. He's extremely aggressive defensively, switching, communicating the coverages, stopping the ball. And I think he'll continue to get his offensive rhythm the more that he gets some game reps under him. But he's just a guy that, you know, he's a true professional. He's like a natural leader. And I think he's had a huge positive impact on our team since he's been here.
You also acquired Jules before the season started. Looks like he's got a lot of burst to him, and he's definitely not bashful. How would you kind of describe his first game, and what do you guys like and what you see from him just scouting wise?
Yeah, I love Jules. I think he's an extremely high level player. I think he can get to the NBA. The things that I've talked to him about is just like being aggressive and decisive, because sometimes I think with his scoring ability, he likes to size his man up and make a play one-on-one. But if he can just come off of screens or come off of pick and rolls and get downhill, like, he's got a strong body as well. And like you said, he's got that burst, so he's able to get to the paint and finish. And I'm not worried about his shooting. You know, he was 1 for 6 tonight. Like, we want him to shoot those shots. We want him to be aggressive from 3. And I think he's somebody that, you know, as we start playing more games, he'll find and choose, like, where he can pick and choose his spots. But, you know, he's somebody that also on the defensive end, I think, has you know, since he's been here, really bought into improving that part of his game, trying to be more impactful. So, you know, he's a pleasure to coach. I love having him on our team.